DC Fitness Squad, what is going on? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. I am coming at you live with the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast. Excited for this live podcast today. We're going to be talking about if you've been exercising and that scale's actually going up. All right, so we're definitely going to help you out. I heard I could tag people on the live. So if I could figure that out, that would be amazing. Nelson, what is going on? Hope you're doing great. I don't want to log out, but maybe nope. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not going to figure this out now, but what's up? Thomas, what's going on? Hope you're all doing well. I'm seeing some familiar names tune in. If you're watching right now, I appreciate you. And if you're here, say hashtag I'm here. If you're gonna tune in, get this value. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay. I want to know who's tuning in. I want to know who's getting value. I wish I knew how to tag people in this. We will learn and change more lives. But I'm going to be getting into it. I know a lot of clients before signing up with me, they didn't really have the right mindset around the scale. And for you probably wanted to throw your scale out yourself before, like it's going up every month and clothes are feeling tighter and stuff, but you may start taking action, which is awesome, but then that scale is not going anywhere, or even worse, it's going up. But is it worse? Not really. All right, we're going to talk about that. If you're tuning in, I want to know that you are here. Comment something, hashtag I'm here, or hashtag replay if you're on the replay, because I want to know who is tuning in and who's going to get this value. All right, I'm going to start this podcast right now. The countdown will happen, and we will go from there. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you massive value that you can implement on your fat loss journey. Today, we're going to be talking about, did you start exercising, but that scale is actually going up? That scale is continuing to creep up month after month, or you're not even weighing yourself because you know that scale's going up. And I know just from experience, like how frustrating it can honestly be when you start to work out. You want to stay fit, you want to get toned up, feel better, especially for summer, and we really don't see those results, especially like right away, right? We live in a world of instant gratification. We want to see those results right away, but we don't. And even worse, that scale may be going up. And then what's going to happen, right? You get discouraged, you lose motivation, you lose consistency, which is the most important part. And you start telling yourself, you start asking questions like, well, why even try doing this, right? It's too hard, right? It's too challenging, or, work is too busy. I don't know what works for me. And then we just kind of end up throwing in the towel. We kind of just end up giving up. And there's actually a great chance you are getting results, but it's not going to show on the scale, right? There's a great chance like you're getting solid results, but it's not going to show on the scale. If you're doing any type of resistance training, even just body weight, a lot of my clients are at home just doing body weight workouts. They're still getting results. Realize you're going to be putting on lean muscle. You're going to be putting on more muscle fibers. You're going to be putting on muscle mass, whether it's, literally, a quarter of a pound or 2 pounds, right? So if you let's say you lose 3 pounds of body fat, which is amazing, by the way, which is awesome, but then you gain 3 pounds of lean muscle, that scale is not going to go anywhere. Does that make sense? Give me a yes in the comments if this makes sense. David says, so true. I am the same weight as I was in November, and my body looks completely different. Dave, awesome to hear from you, dude. I appreciate that. And yes, 100%. I know your body has completely changed, but it's like we're not really looking at the scale. And like yourself, Dave, you lost body fat and you put on lean muscle, and that scale is not going to go anywhere because the scale doesn't know the difference between fat. It doesn't know the difference between fat, muscle, water, digestion, right? All those things have to do with taking up your weight, all right? So I'm getting a couple of yeses. Thomas says yes. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the comments. If you're listening to the podcast, I appreciate you. Just give me a yes out loud or a silent head nod. I appreciate you. But that's so important. Just like you will lose body fat, but you're also probably going to put on some lean muscle. That scale's not going to go anywhere. You have to face that fact. You have to face that science, right? So what should you do from here? Stop focusing on the scale. What I want you to focus on is one, pant sizes, right? Is your pant size getting smaller? Is it getting bigger? That's where we got to change things, but is it getting smaller? Belt buckle progress. Where is your belt buckle? Which notch are you on? Maybe you went from the second notch to the fourth notch, meaning that means your waist is getting slimmer, right? So belt buckle progress pictures. Dave knows this. He's a client himself, right? The number one thing, progress pictures. You can see in the mirror, like if you are making change, kind of like Dave said, the scale didn't really go anywhere, but he lost a lot of body fat and he put on a lot of muscle. So his body had a completely different composition. He had a completely different physique. All right. So like progress pictures, look in the mirror. Are you seeing changes? All right. Take pictures on your phone. Are you seeing changes? The easiest way, this is a hack. I just want to throw in there a ninja hack. A DC Fit Pro tip that I do with all my clients, literally how I have them take progress pictures. If you're open to progress pictures, all you got to do, take out your phone, all right, have it face you, right? You're taking a video, it's facing you. You're gonna press play, you're gonna just prop it down. This is what I do for my coach every week as well. You're just gonna put it down, all right? And then you are just literally going to, you're gonna pose, front pose, all right, like this. You're gonna turn to the side pose, back pose. You're gonna stop the video, and then you're gonna go back and screenshot the 3 poses. That's the easiest way to take progress pictures. Just wanted to throw that in there because a lot of people say take progress pictures, and you think you have to like hold a piece of paper with the date and you got to get your significant other, a friend or coworker to take a picture of you. Like, no, you could completely just do it in your bathroom and take a video and screenshot it after. Easiest way. Just want to throw that in there. All right. Another way is fitting into old clothing, right? Can you fit into old clothes? Can you fit into the old clothes that are dug up at the bottom of your freaking dresser from summer 2019 because COVID just did you wrong? Did you wrong, all right? Like that's how you have to really track your progress, not so much with the scale, all right? This will 100% settle your stress about that damn scale, all right? So we do custom, and again, Dave knows this. Dave, give me a fire if you're still tuning in. I appreciate you. Dave knows this. Like we do custom macros for our clients, and that's the only reason why we have them track their weight. That is literally the only reason because we have to calculate their macros. But other than that, we are locking in on their progress pictures. The only time we're looking at weight, well, we look at weight obviously for macros, but like we're gonna look at it in like a 3 to 6 months month time frame. A lot of people wake up and like, oh, Danny, the scale went up a pound. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like your weight is gonna fluctuate 6 pounds every single day. 6 fucking pounds. 6, 7, 8. All right. Dave says you already know. Dave, I appreciate you, boss. Let's go. Let's go. Ryan is tuning in. Ryan, what is going on, man? Hope you're doing amazing. All right, so I hope that makes sense, right? You have to make sure you're focusing on other things compared to that scale. Belt buckle progress. Old clothes. Progress pictures is number 1 because you could literally just see that change. You could tell that change. And yeah, so like what I was kind of saying before is we look at weight in a longer time period, 3 months, 6 months, because you can't just be worried about, the scale day to day. Look at it in a longer time period and go from there. But even if it doesn't move at all, that definitely means you're probably doing some resistance training. You're building lean muscle. You're losing body fat. If you lose 15 pounds of body fat, like that's an incredible accomplishment. And if you put on 15 pounds of lean muscle, that's an incredible accomplishment. That scale's not going anywhere. And then you're going to look and you're like, oh my God. And you're frustrated because you didn't pay attention to this live training, to this podcast. You didn't listen to me. And then you're going to get frustrated. You're going to be inconsistent. You're going to have to start buying bigger jeans. It's not going to be good. And you're going to be on this weight loss roller coaster that's going to cause nightmares. And I've been there. I don't want that to happen. You have to realize the scale is not the end all be all. The scale is not the end all be all. All right. I would rather have you focus on progress pictures, fitting into your old clothes, belt buckle progress. All right. Those things are important. I'm getting some fire. Thomas is dropping fire. I appreciate you. Was this all good? Give me a yes in the comments if this was helpful, if this was good with you. Just drop a yes in the comments if you're listening to the podcast. I appreciate you. You got to follow us on live time. All right. If you're listening to the podcast, you better follow me on social media. Danny Cavs4, Instagram, Danny Cavallero. Facebook, my name is spelled in the podcast. You'll see it all over the place. But we want you live next time. But I really do appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast, just give me a silent head nod. If this was all good, you can leave me a 5 stars. It would mean the world. A written review as well. That would be like, oh my, like, thank you so much. Or you could just keep tuning in and getting value. All right. Appreciate you so much. All right. Talk to you soon. Have the best day of your life. Talk to you on the next episode. All right, DC Fitness Squad. Hope this was good. Hope this was helpful. David, I appreciate you for tuning in. Thomas, thank you so much. I'm seeing some other names as well, but you guys were commenting consistently. I appreciate you for staying in there. Dave, want to see you 5:30 p.m. Eastern live training in client community. If you want to watch on the replay, you know it. All right, let's keep crushing our goals. And DC Fitness Squad, I appreciate all of you. Have the best day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace, love, protein. See ya.